Now, I've never attempted to blow up my own PC, but why not give it a shot today? I've got over 1 million no German troops ready to hold down a fort, and they are surrounded by several 100,000 stacks of zombies. There's actually going to be 2 waves, the immediate wave and then the second wave. If they're not prepared for that one, they will probably not make it. This is basically D-Day, but the allies are actually zombies for some reason. Now, even though they're spread out here, there are 1.7 million zombies, but there's not double. And the Germans will have like projectile weapons, basically. So the tactics are gonna have to work for these zombies here because the first wave might probably just have to sacrifice himself. Oh wow, it's gonna take a while for the second wave to get there, huh? And the invasion has begun. They are starting to run straight at the Germans because these are running zombies. Can the 1 million Germans even see them? Are they even firing yet? Their job is to hold. They probably can't see them yet. Oh, that's so terrifying. They've got to wait for this wave to come over the hill. Okay, now some of them are working. Some of them are like just kind of looking around. I think just maybe terrified. That's good. They're winning the first battle. It's all a big mental game. Wow. So this whole wave is going at it. There's already a lot of red rivers flowing. So both corners, all corners are being attacked. This is the one spot the Germans have to worry about the most, the north side. There's also a lot of Germans in the center that really can't do much here. They are mowing these suckers down. It looks like they might. Did they already get all of them? Did they just blast all? Oh, no. There's still a ton of them running. I couldn't even tell. There's still so many running, but there are a lot of bodies they're having to step over. Let's see how close they get. Again, this first wave just has to be kind of a distraction. I mean, it's going to take a while for the second wave to get there, okay? They're getting within 100 yards. So even though Team 1 is really racking in those casualties, don't let that fool you, because as soon as these zombies get a little close to the Germans, oh, I'm liking this interesting helmet, then that's when things are gonna go down. They also have to worry about all this. They might slip on all that. It looks like it's flowing at them. Oh man, they're just getting mowed down. But luckily, they're just zombies. They're fine. This is what they're used to. Ooh, there's a lot. I'm interested to see what the AI is gonna do with like how it kind of tracks. Whoa, whoa! Why does it seem like there's so many right here? Is it just because of the hill? Is it an optical illusion? Oh, because we're in a massive desert. See, this is gonna give some of the sides an advantage. Look, these zombies have already made it. These zombies are already beginning to attack the Germans because they weren't able to fire over the hill. The zombies that are located on the flat part of the map, oh, they're screwed. This is so chaotic. And how are the zombies doing once they actually do touch the Germans? The Germans are able to take quite a bit of zombie slaps. Believe it or not, they don't turn immediately into zombies, but if you zoom in enough, you can see a couple Germans out of every like 10 zombie. There's like 1 German laying there. This is utterly terrifying, just the sheer numbers of it all. And again, the second wave is oncoming. So these waves don't have to worry too much because there is, like I said, a nice hill to protect them from. But the ones on their western and eastern flanks, yeah, I think they already might have to be dealing with a little bit of projectiles because the German AI is just firing into the deep abyss. They don't really care, and a couple of those might hit like the second wave. Speaking of the second wave, you can already start to see them. They haven't started firing just yet. I'm getting like a Helm's Deep vibe from Lord of the Rings. They just have to stand there in the rain waiting for the battle. So this division of 100,000 zombies have already been pretty much mowed down. There's pretty much, I mean, there is a small hill. Oh, that's not a hill. That's bodies. Oh my goodness. That is actually going to help the second wave so much. Look at all the bodies that have stacked up. This is actually some smart planning from the zombies because this is going to completely keep safe the ones in the back. Is that it? Oh, wow. That was their plan all along, is just to create some sort of physical barrier. So this corner has been completely saved. I don't think a single German has fallen, but now they really have to worry. What they should do is break formation and get on top of their bodies, but I don't think they're going to do that. And the hill goes on forever. There's a huge hill, and oh, and here they come. So I don't know if the hill is big enough. Is it big enough yet to kind of, I think, well, there already is a natural hill, so that's the problem. Yeah, the first wave I think has been completely eliminated except for, oh, here, this is actually the second wave. They might have been a little bit closer than the other ones. There's been a total of only 150 no Germans that have been killed so far. That is not good, but just wait for these waves to come pouring on in. Let's see if I can make it. Maybe these guys just don't know what to do. I'm gonna like draft, oh man, I was gonna use race car tactics and draft other zombies' bodies just to get like better air velocity. Here's this wave coming funneling in, and actually it's a smart idea to funnel in like this because you can again hide a bit better. Yeah, so they're gonna have to come over this wave. There's gonna be like a massive Himalaya, but of zombie bodies. Mount Everest is starting to form out of the corpses here. Now the only wave to actually get there is over here, and actually they're still doing okay. Or is this the second wave? This might perhaps be the second wave. Wait, look, the actual Germans are stepping on the hill. What is going on? Did they try to move up, or are there, I don't know exactly why the mountain is now approaching the zombie. I don't know. They are beginning to get a little bit closer. They're actually going deeper and deeper into this wave. So pretty much a million zombies are now approaching them from all angles, and they're like right on their perimeter. The first wave was only like, I think 500,000. So this is a whole other extra million. I like how their bodies like slide down the hill. That's great. This guy had a lot of fun, you could tell. The issue is there's still a lot of Germans in the background that can fire upon the people. Like right when they step over, it's very easy just to like blast them. The AI does a very good job of like splitting up their attention. Like if everyone was firing in one direction, then obviously this wasn't going to work. Germans were not going to win this. Also, are the Germans doing their little, are they using their little substances maybe to keep them? Possibly. This guy looks a little messed up in the eyes. If only one of these Germans could step over the hill and see the scariness that they're facing, really. They actually have to worry more about the corpses falling and hitting them for damage than I think the zombies themselves, which that's beginning to happen. So the mountain that was formed over there is now forming over in this corner as well. There's still a lot coming from like miles away. One of the bigger issues is that one corner needed to do a lot of damage to split up like what the Germans were doing, to like freak out the other corners. This corner needed to do way better, even though they are doing okay, and actually they might continue to do pretty okay because there's still a lot back there. Wow, there's a lot back there. Okay, hold on. Maybe they will. Maybe I'm talking a little bit too soon. This corner's got to freak the rest of the Germans out so they start splitting up their attention. The problem is that the zombies can't do enough damage to the Germans as soon as they get there. Even when they do get there, one slap is not enough. This is just like target practice to them. They're just having a blast. Wow, they're actually, these bodies are like coming so far down. There's actually like a mountain of both zombies and German troops here that has kind of formed up. Wow, this is pretty epic though, I have to admit. So maybe they didn't have enough cover, or maybe the zombies just weren't strong enough. Now we have no Germans in the ancient city of Troy, fighting off a bunch of ancient Spartan warriors. We're trying to create D-Day in ancient Greek mythology. So here are all the Germans just chilling by these tropical trees. I really hope the enemy team can get more kills than the coconuts that will probably fall on them. I don't think these are coconut trees, but they kind of look like them. I also have no idea how the AI responds to water. Will they just kind of walk straight through it, or they try to move around it? Again, this is supposed to be a D-Day invasion. Also, how do Spartan shields work against bullets? I have a bad feeling about this. They don't have a whole lot of armor going on, but they do outnumber them way more so. Wow, look at all these Spartans here just chilling on top of this. They do that? How are these guys gonna get down? Well, it's pretty much gonna be impossible to take all the Spartans down, I guess. Some are even hidden up on this hill, and will the Germans even be able to see from this far away? They probably don't have any distance. I think the AI is gonna have to try to move around the water. Maybe some will be able to march through, although that looks pretty deep. Wait a second, I think this is Troy. I don't know where I put the Germans at. Spartans have left Troy to take on the no Germans, I guess. Okay, I just have to press play because I don't even really know what's gonna happen here. This is such a complicated map. Like, there's gonna be so much to look at. Or is this the wall of Troy? So who's gonna be building the wooden horse? That's all I want to know. So the Germans aren't firing just yet because they really can't. What are they going to fire at? And yes, this will be a true D-Day, well, kind of invasion. They are touching water. They're not going directly across the water. That is pretty epic. I like the way they're running across like that. Look at how cool this is going to be. They're trying to meet them. They're going to be running through all these little towns. Oh, this poor person's backyard. Okay, that's got to be uncomfortable. People just invisibly moving through your walls. So all of these dudes, all like 2 million of them, are going to have to move around this giant river and up around the hills, which means there's really only going to be a couple places. Oh, wait, can they move across this little strait? I don't think they can. Yeah, it's still a little bit too deep. They are going to have to approach from the other side. I wonder if they're going to be able to enter Detroit. Wow, are they really going to have to all move through this bridge? That's not good. Now, the no Germans won't move. Oh, Spartans, you should know better than that, putting yourself in a choke point like that. Yeah, you can see some of them are thinking about swimming, but they're like, I don't know. I was never taught how to doggy paddle. There are luckily a few bridges for them to move across, but a lot of them are just gonna have to wait. I should have put some people on this giant mountain right here so they could overlook everything. Yeah, so there's gonna be a ton of people moving through Troy. I accidentally put like 1 million Spartans just in Troy. So now they're attempting to make their way across all the buildings. Now, luckily for these guys, they won't have to move. I mean, there are bridges they have to move through, but they won't have to all move through bridges. So once all of these divisions get over there, they will be able to surround the no Germans. The problem is, because there's so many choke points, is there going to be enough sent at them all at the same time? This is so epic, the way they're moving through this city like this. This is crazy. Imagine being one of these dudes that has to wait like 5 or 15 hours just like behind your buddy. Like, hey, what do you hear? What's going on over there? I don't know. They probably don't hear anything for a while. So they're gonna move up over this hill. They look like literal ants. This is like an ant invasion. Once they all get out over here though, it should be a little bit better. Then where do they move? They're moving directly over the hill. Oh, this ain't good. Okay, so some will move and be pretty close to the first German units. There are German units that are inside. Now, if you could take on these Germans, that would be pretty good. Although, how in the hell are they supposed to touch these ones on the side of the mountain? There's literally just one dude right here, just by himself. How does this man have blood on him? Did he kill everyone else that was nearby him? That makes the most sense. Or are there Spartans falling from the sky? Oh, there are Germans located on the mountain. They're literally, okay, that guy's got floating powers. That's not fair. This is not good. The Germans have a lot of, oh, they're able to fire down at him. That's not cool. I'm assuming the Spartans are probably doing better than the zombies once they get close enough, or maybe not. Actually, they are, because if you look in the corner, they already have 200 kills. The zombies only had like 150 kills that whole time. This is a lot of Spartan warriors. I mean, it's like 1,000,000 times 300, so they should be able to take on anything, you would think. Oh, these Spartans are screwed though. I mean, they can act like a good distraction, but well, there is a nice little like hill. The problem is their Germans have the high ground. Wow, the way the Spartans kind of like roll down, again, Dark Souls tactics. I think the hill body might help a bit more this time around, maybe. Look at the top corner though. Only about 5,000 have been lost. Again, a lot of their bodies are still way back there. That's probably why. I really don't even know what to expect here. You guys should try to build a couple boats. That's what you really need to do. Some landing craft, even though a lot of you guys still probably will not make it. So everyone is pretty much left the other side of this body of water. I wonder if it'll be easier for all of these guys, because wow, there's so many. Can you imagine the sounds of like the running of their feet, especially the Germans who've only killed about, they're approaching 10,000. That's still nothing. Yeah, so they are moving up and around, and then here is a small, actually not even a small, this is gonna be a really big choke point. All of you guys have to move through this one bridge. Luckily, I guess there is a way to go up. You can go up around here. You can actually see bullets flying past them as they wait on the bridge. That's got to be kind of terrifying. And then there is a lot of cover for them nicely. So like these little towns are going to do a pretty good amount of help, I guess, but this is all open field. Okay, yeah, these guys are just gonna keep on getting mowed down. This front is pretty much lost already, and there's already so much red water moving. I'm gonna call it red water because last time YouTube didn't like what I was saying. So much Kool-Aid. The Germans have been slowly dying off up on this hill. They definitely control less and less of it. Look at how well situated these guys are. These 4 could probably take on like 10,000 Spartans just because what are the Spartans gonna do? They should be able to javelin throw or something. Whatever happened to that one German that probably killed his entire regiment just because he wanted to be alone? He just had blood on him randomly. That was weird. He probably jumped off. Yeah, couldn't stand to see himself in the mirror anymore. This battle has gotten pretty epic. Oh man, look at this river. That's cool. Where they just keep on sliding on down. This is like a water slide, basically. It's a water park. Some of your last moments just sliding over your buddy. Hey, the Spartans have killed 300 World War II units, so that's their favorite number. Pretty apparent with all the choke points that the Spartans have no chance just because there's only a certain amount that can run at them. They would need it to surround the Germans, obviously, especially because they're like the melee units. Oh yeah, and then these guys are going to be impossible to take out. They're too high up. Let's just go ahead and have a good old-fashioned old units versus new units. I've got all the World War II units, including tanks over on this side, but they are heavily outnumbered by Spartans, Romans, footmen, archers, and even catapults. Oh, and they're also fighting in ancient Egypt, right by the pyramids of Giza. I didn't know they could actually move through these things. Wait a second. Are these gonna like open up and be like some sort of evil mummy force they have to fight? It'd be cool if like at the end they have to team up and fight with the mummy or fight against the mummies. Okay, don't fall off this cliff immediately. That would not be a good idea. Okay, they're not gonna fall off the cliff. That's great. Who are you again? Are you guys the archers? I think these are the archers, but they just look a little funny. Yeah, these are the archers. They just look like Robin Hood or something. So they have to move through this town. There's, like I said, there's not very many World War II units, but oh, I think that's smart. They're gonna go for the urban areas. That's probably the best way to fight. Actually, you know what they should do? They should just back up and get into the open field. We've got American Shermans, American assaults. There are no Germans. Oh yeah, and then a ton of tanks. Okay, don't drive over your own dudes. That's not a great idea. You're driving over them, man. Come on, chill. Maybe we should have sent the tanks in first. Well, if the tanks are smart, they'll get out in front of the infantry. Okay, so here comes the first couple battles, and it's not even in the. Oh, look, they do have shields up. Oh, you guys came way too close. You guys should have gotten this close. Is someone shotgunning? Yeah, someone's like, oh no, those are tanks. tanks. Those are tanks blowing them up. You might want to wait for your catapults. Oh, they will move across the river. They don't have to wait for a bridge. That's cool. They do have to look for shallow water, though. That's shallow. Yeah. This is a lot of Spartans. So the Spartans will be facing off against, I think, the American shotgun units, but also a lot of tanks. Yeah, you see all those bodies flying up in the air? Those are the tanks just blowing up bodies left and right. Woo, that's a 10 out of 10. What a great gymnast. Okay, so here they come across the town. Definitely use the town if you can help it. Oh, these are Spartans too. So the infantry units are moving inside while the tanks are smart and they're kind of staying backed up. Where's all the catapults when you need them? I don't think they can start firing just yet. Again, the ancient units have them heavily outnumbered, but that still might not be enough. Don't fall. Also, the other side does have some. These are all of their range units are backed up way behind. So all the melee guys probably gonna have to sacrifice themselves, but then the melee troops will be able to, the range units will be able to do a little bit of something. The catapults are trying to push their way in. They see how much damage the tanks are doing over there. They're just trying to help out their buddies. The tanks and the catapults that aren't being driven by anybody. They're just sentient. What's going on right here? What is this? Are those guys shooting arrows out of their chest? Yeah, these guys are shooting arrows. It's just, it looks really weird. It's like one guy is blasting. Wait, are you guys actually getting kills? Yeah, look, these guys are getting a lot of kills. Oh, look at all the World War II units are already gone, or so many of them are already gone already. Look at this. Look how much blood is on this tank. Okay, so really it looks like the ancient units just really needed some range guys for help. Who would have guessed? Oh man, these guys are getting blown up. Okay, I can't really tell who's losing more troops. I mean, I don't really know actually. Okay, so these are a lot of archers trying to move forward. Are they firing any arrows? Remember, we did a test run in the first video. Arrows don't do very well against tanks, believe it or not. Very difficult for archers to kill just one tank. Ooh, there's also a couple of units. I believe these are melee. Yeah, these are the Romans moving around the pyramids. That's not going to go well at all. Maybe they can get some of that ancient mummy help though. Oh, this is so epic though. Just moving on through. Wait, why is this so cool? I love this. Just because so many of the World War II units, at least the infantry, have been left behind. Whoa. Tanks are definitely taking some damage. Okay, there are tanks blowing up. I can confirm the other side have been destroying tanks. Look at all these arrows that are just like bouncing around, and look, oh man, so many bodies, they're falling left and right. So this is not looking good, at least for this flank. But the map is so weirdly built, or just diverse I should say, that you don't really know. Look at all the reinforcements, because these guys are doing so well over here. They can reinforce where they're doing weaker. You can't even judge by, ooh, somebody needs to blow up this dam. That's like first thing you gotta do. Once you blow up this dam, you'll be way better off. A lot of Spartans still moving over their homies, but I don't really know. Oh, these are archers leading the way though. Now wait a second, wait a second. Are they firing straight into the air? They are like blacking out the sky. You can't even see the sun. There are so many arrows being fired. Like, how do you even survive this? I mean, at least the tanks can get like one or two. Look, this guy's pretty genius right here, although he's probably gonna get blown up at any moment. Oh yeah, the arrows are definitely, oh yep, he did. The AI is much smarter here. I don't understand how they have this much power. Oh, wait a second. This is a customized unit. These guys can fire like 1,000 arrows once, I think. Oh, these are like some magical archers. I thought it was glitched out, but no, those are the magical archers, the more colorful ones. And honestly, if it wasn't for the magical archers, I don't even know what the other side was going to be able to do. This city is just a wasteland. Look at this catapult moving on through, moving through the city, moving through the temples. And here they all go. Oh, they have been surrounded. The World War II units were trying to escape. They were trying to retreat, but that's not going to be enough. These are just infantry too. I think they got most of the tanks. All these poor souls. And that's it. Boom. World War II has lost the ancient troops. They've won it easily, and they did get double the kills, but they just didn't have quite the numbers. Just look at this battlefield at this point. It is completely obliterated. Who's gonna clean all this stuff up? Does anyone ever wonder that when it comes to like ancient battles? Who cleans all this up? I don't think there's like a war cleaning lady that you can just call. And imagine the smell for days. I don't think that's covered enough in like historical archives. I know you have to collect the dead and stuff like that, but what do you do after that? I should have put someone on this pyramid. Maybe I'll try that next time. And big thanks to, by saying this, I agree to be a sussy bucka Luxembourg lover. Drew's Argentinian fat grandpa. Nuts. Alex Whitley is Mega Chad. Alfonso M6. A fat Angel Sono. Barnsky Bring W. Back Poland Ball. XD. Jocko Majestic Unicorn. Marco Hindera. Max Cooper. Mimo Orton 5610. Philip RF. Robert E. Rye the Mexican 760. Why am I doing this? William the Conqueror. Thank you.